Hi everyone, so I'm doing things a little bit different. I usually try not to talk during my videos, but I'm just gonna do a little bit different this time, only because I just wanna make something simple. This is a fish whitening, and it's defrost, that's why you see all the juices kind of falling out, the excess water. So what I wanna do is make peppered, fried fish whitening. It's the kind of fish, you know, you can kind of munch on and put in your stews, eat it as a snack, things like that. Whoop. So we're gonna see what we can do with this. I think it's my first time making it, so we'll see what we can do. We'll do something fun with it. I've had it so many times, but I haven't made it. Okay, we're gonna figure this out. I'll be back. All right, I think I kind of figured that out a little bit. Let's see about getting started on this fish whitening. So just simple ingredients. We're gonna have some tomatoes, onions, habanero pepper. Kind of have them frozen, but I love a good habanero pepper because it's gonna be peppered fish. And we're gonna keep it simple like that. I have some pre-cut up tomatoes and onions, and so we'll see if we can get into the fish. And then we have the pan. I kind of have this cast iron pan. You know, I think I love it. It's still already seasoned and ready to go, so I'm choosing to use this. No particular reason. If you have a frying pan, I'm sure it'll work too. But this is what I'll be using with some vegetable oil, and let's get into it. All right, fingers crossed. So what we're gonna do, I've already pre-washed the vegetables and the onions. We got our pans that we're gonna use for the fish. Just gonna get started. So I'm gonna bend down so you can see, but I have the camera low enough so you can just kind of see the beginning stages of dicing. I haven't perfected the art of moving the fingers away. I never said I was a trained chef. I've seen it on cooking channels, but so far I've been lucky enough to not cut my fingers so far, knock on wood. Okay, so I try to be careful, but whatever you do, be careful, don't cut your fingers. Use a sharp knife, fun times. All right. Well, so I can see the habaneros as well. Doesn't have to be fancy. Onions. And chop it, dice it. I try not to make the videos unnecessarily long. I think everybody pretty much, at this point in time, knows how to dice an onion. If you don't, there are videos out there to learn how to dice onions, including old videos of mine where I've diced more than enough onions. Okay, I just need to state the obvious here. Yes, I'm aware I have a food processor back there. You guys can see it. I'm aware that I have one. But like most people who have food processors, it's amazing. It does an amazing job for stuff like this. But it is a chore cleaning it up afterwards. It's just so many sharp things, and the chances of you cutting yourself is very high because the blades are super sharp. But if I feel like if you have a lot, like if you have like a large gathering, maybe for Thanksgiving, or you're cooking a lot of food, it's perfect. But for this, I don't have too much that I'm dicing, so I'm not. Let me show you. This is a food processor. Do you guys see that? Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't feel like cleaning it. So, okay. All right, let's get back into it. Okay, we have a little bit diced. So because I'm not making a big batch or stewing a big batch, I just have just enough. We have the tomatoes, onions, and habaneros in here. Again, to get started with the fish. Again, it's defrosted. This is what it looks like. This is fish whitening. You want to give it a good wash. Forgot to mention, we want to start heating up the oil while we're prepping fish. So you get a vegetable oil. I'm not promoting anybody, not yet. Okay. Just some vegetable oil in your pan. Enough because we're gonna do deep frying. Okay? Just a little bit left. Don't use all if you don't have to. So we just have just enough oil. Can we see that? On high for right now so we can get the hot popping oil ready for the fish. And we are still prepping the fish, okay? Fish is still being prepped. All right, let's keep going. All right, I have not perfected the art. This is where I leave you so it looks better. I'm silly. Okay, I have a full fish all cleaned up. I'm gonna get started. Cut it at the size that you like it to be. Big, small, medium is up to you. Again, try to use a sharp knife. So this is the size that works for me. I hope you can see that well. So this is what I promise everybody. Like I said, this is my first time making, this is so awkward. This is my first time making the fish whitening and the peppered fish whitening. So what I promise is, good or bad, I will show you guys the results. So if I'm doing anything wrong, at least we'll learn together. Don't do that. If it turns out okay, you're like, oh, I did pretty good. Maybe a little bit more seasoning, less. We'll do something different. But what I will say is have fun with it, because there's no must. You know, if you like ginger, add ginger. If you don't want pepper, don't add pepper. If you don't want to use vegetable oil, use canola oil, but just use a frying oil. Please do not use olive oil to fry, but that's my own opinion. But yeah, have fun with it. But don't over-season, it's fish. Do not over-season it. Okay, we've come to the part where other chefs like to judge. I don't care. That's how I do mine. Again, it's the first time I'm making a fish. So fish is cut, vegetables are chopped, and these are the seasonings I am choosing to add. Okay? Seasoned salt. Now everything that I'm gonna add is in minute amounts. So I'm not gonna do like a bunch, and you'll see. So we're gonna do seasoned salt, onion powder, garlic, Cameroonian pepper, because what did I call this? Peppered fish. So yes, Cameroonian pepper alongside the habaneros. And then, again, in minute amounts, I'm choosing to add a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of cornstarch. The reason I'm doing that is fish, I just want a little bit of flakiness to it, a little bit. So we'll give it, I don't think that this is normally how it's done, but I'll keep repeating myself. I am choosing to do it my own way, and we'll all experience it together. All right, let's go. All right, seasoned salt first. Minute. Well, let's do this. Okay. All right. That's enough. Onion powder. Garlic powder. Our Cameroonian pepper. This is gonna make me sneeze. Here it comes. Ooh. That pepper does that. All right, and that's it. I'm not gonna add any more beyond the camera. So sometimes some chefs prefer to do it after the camera, they may season a little bit more, but I won't. So kind of give it a good toss around. So each one is nicely coated. See what that looks like? You can almost see everything is coated, the pepper, the salt, even the tail. All right. Yes, I will use soap. You know what? Let me do it in front of you guys. So, oh, look at that. Give it a good lather. Oh my God, did she wash her hands? Yes. Oh my God, she's not wearing gloves. I don't wanna. Oh my God, she did this, she did that. I don't care. I'm having fun with you guys, I'm minding. All right. And we're gonna get a clean towel and dry our hands. Nice clean towel. There we go. I hope I'm satisfying some of you guys. I hope. Okay, so now we're going to prep the chopped vegetables. The oil is almost hot, but we're going to start to saute this. So I added a little bit of oil to this pan. This is pretty much ready to go. I can almost feel the heat. It's almost pretty much ready to go. But I'm going to start to saute the vegetables. So we're gonna give this oil a little try. There's something I learned. You have like a wooden spoon. You can put it in the oil, and if you see it bubble, then it's pretty much ready. Oh yeah, you guys gotta look at that. Let me show you. If you have a wooden spoon, you see that bubbling? That tells you it's pretty much ready. I learned that watching something. Because usually in the past, I'll do a little drop of hot, like water, and that's not a good idea. So let's get the fish in there for right now. Oh boy, this is gonna suck. So I'm gonna try not to overcrowd it and definitely turn the heat down. That's what I just learned. It's too hot for the fish, so we want it to cook through, so I turned the heat down a bit. See, it's already cooking, but it's not done. That means the oil is too hot. So again, the heat is down. Now let's see how we're doing here. Pretty much ready to go as well. So my daughter, Angel, come here, say hi to everyone. Say hi. This is my baby. I asked her to make a cameo. You want to say anything?
We have to munch on fish.
All right, we're gonna keep working on this. Bye, my baby. There we go. A little bit. A little bit, just a little bit. Fine. Stir that sucker. So remember, this already has habaneros, about 3 habaneros in here, so it's peppered enough. I'll give you a nice close-up to that, see what it looks like. So we're gonna let that sweat out, saute a little bit more. And you can see the fish going. So we have the oil a little bit too low, so I turned it up a bit. So we're gonna let that fry, and then it should be ready. Rinse and repeat. So we're gonna do this maybe another 3-4 minutes, and we'll keep doing that till we finish this batch. And then the next shot should be me mixing the fried fish. After it's settled a little bit, I'll mix at least the batch of the fried fish that we plan on eating today. Because I don't plan on using all this fish for this, because it's just enough serving. So the rest of the fish, chances are I'll freeze it, because it's a lot of fish. So you'll see. Okay, so what I'm learning right now with the fish is it's pretty much done, because it doesn't take much for fish to get done. But what I'm learning that I may not like is that it's not as brown as I prefer. It's done, and I just don't want it to be just soaking in oil. So, and then what I'm gonna do with this, go ahead and turn it off, because we just want it sauteed. We don't want it to liquefy. So what I'm gonna do is take the fish out, and then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven so we can brown it. Okay, so I'll show you. I've already prepped my pan. I'm not gonna spray it because, again, the fish already has oil on it, and you can't see it because what this proves is that I've been using my oven. But I put it about 450 degrees. Why so high? Because I don't want to cook the fish, I just want to brown it. So it's almost like broiling, so it gets brown faster. So I have it at 450. So if you can see really close, this is 500. So I can kind of gauge this right here is the 450 range. The bottom is just the same. So anyway, that's what I'm doing, 450 with the fish, and then we'll see if we can get it a little bit more brown and crispy. Okay, so let's see if we can get it out of the oil, because I don't like too much of an oily fish. All right, be back. He's doing the taste test.
Right.
So he's tasting it before it goes. Oh, this is my son. So, how is it? This is before I went into the oven. So how is it?
That's good. I'm still eating it.
He had the taste test and he says it's good. So this is, I still have it in the pan while I'm waiting for the next batch to finish frying before we put it in there. But he's doing the first taste test to see how seasoned it is. And is it a thumbs up?
Yeah, thumbs up.
No thumbs down? Yay. Mommy still got it. Thanks, son. That's his cameo. He just woke up. Leave him alone. It's 11 in the morning. Okay, so I have the batch, part of the batch that I plan on putting in the thing today. So let's get it in the oven. Again, we have it around 450. I'll give it a first 15-20 minutes, see what it looks like. And then once it gets brown enough for me, then we'll get it into the stewed, the sauteed tomatoes, onions, and habaneros. And we'll see the final product. Let's go. Okay, so for full transparency, I would like everyone to know, I changed it to broil. It was on 450, and again, I don't want it to cook. It's already done. I just need it brown. So I went ahead, and you can't see it, but I know where broil is. So it's changed to broil, and this is what it looks like right now. So you can see a little bit red. So I just want it brown. So I changed it to broil. I just wanted everybody to know that's what we did. So we'll give it 5 minutes and it should be done. Okay, I believe the fish should be ready now. So let's take a look. Yes, that's the brown I've been looking for. See that brown? See that golden? Get a little bit closer. Put those in the back. Can you smell it? That's the golden look I like. So we're gonna let it settle. Settle means let it rest. Let it rest for a little bit. Turn this off. We'll leave it open so it can cool down. We're gonna let this rest for about 5 minutes, and then we'll take it to get it all tossed up in the tomato sauce. All right. All right, we're gonna go ahead and turn the fire back on. Get this all heated up again. Once it's nice and heated up, I'm gonna bring the fish right over it. Actually, I'll bring the fish now. Fish is ready to be fished in. Yeah, see what I did there? Okay. All right. Let's be going. First of all, make sure that's... So I'm gonna gauge how much fish I want to put in here because we want enough to coat each fish. So it coats each fish. So I'm not gonna use all the fish. Just enough to coat it. See, let me show you what the fish looks like. Can you see that? Pretty good, right? Not too bad. All right, let's see what that looks like. So we don't want to give it a hard stir because it's fish and it can still break. So just enough to coat each fish. Okay. I think we can still add a little bit more fish, not too much more. All right, probably gonna use a different stirring device, but let's see if we can add maybe just a handful more. So again, this is for like a finger food, a snack, but you can also definitely add it to whatever dish you're eating. If you're eating rice or potato chips or fish and chips, look at that. You know, whatever meal you decide to add, if you like fish, of course. But again, I'm making this for snacks. It's still winter, and sometimes I don't want a heavy meal. I just want something to snack on that has a little bit of saltiness to it, what we like to call not sweet, but savory. Sometimes I want something savory, but not too heavy. And this usually just kind of just hits it for me. Food-wise. Okay. So yeah, and that's it. That's pretty much it. So I'll give you guys a close-up what it looks like. Let's get this all evened out so that we can get some of the fish at the bottom of the pot. So it sautés, it picks up all the flavors. All right, let's do this. See, we didn't use it all. We still have some in here too. So we didn't use all the fish. And that, my friends, is it. Maybe I'll capture a shot of me eating a couple, just so I can actually rate my first time of making the fish. So we're gonna let it saute for another, I want to say 2 to 3 minutes, maybe closer to 2 minutes, because it's cooked. I'll let it saute for a little bit longer, and then just cut the fire off, and it's done. We're done. That's it. Okay. All right, here comes the taste test. This is the final product. Look at that. You can still see the steam a little bit. So this is the stewed peppered fish whitening. All right, there goes the taste test. All righty. How did I do? I'll be honest. So good. Oh my God, and it has a kick that I love. Oh my God, it's really good. I would give it, only because I don't believe in perfection, I would give it a 9 out of 10. Because I feel like there's always room for improvement in everything. If I could, I don't have a problem giving it a 10. But I'm a true believer of room for improvement. This is perfect. So good. Oh yeah. And the bone is soft enough to eat. That's the beauty about the fish whitening. You don't have to, but if you happen to get into a bone, just keep chewing. I'm done. It's so good. I'm done. I had to come back on to show you guys I'm still eating it. I got my water right here. I literally turned the camera back on to show I'm still eating it. I'm not kidding. Absolutely try everything I did. Just for the fun of it, try exactly what I did. I was honest. I said when I changed anything, whether it's temperature, oven, whatever seasonings or something, I did not edit out the amount of seasonings I put in. Try it exactly like I did. And then give me your own review. I want to know. I know not to talk with food in your mouth, but I don't want the video too long. I mean, doesn't make sense. How can something I made for the first time be this good? I mean, I know I'm good. Oh my God. Thanks for joining me. Bye, everyone.